Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's Shino, and we're back in all the mods 10 to the sky. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. Man, I'm glad it's raining. Yeah, because we got a couple things we need to get done today, and I was going to need some clay to do that. So I spent a little bit of time and gathered up a little bit of clay. We could probably need to do a little bit more, but, we'll take it one step at a time. So I did build this little area here up, and we're going to be putting a few things in here. I'm thinking lava gen over on this side is kind of what I'm thinking of doing. So yeah, we'll probably get that going today. Over here, we did expand this, and I found something out. So the description on these things says it can do up to 25. But I was only able to get it to do like 24 at a time, and I couldn't get it to do 24 at a time. I could only get to 16 at a time. And I figured out why. So it works in a 5x5 area from the center. So it's, 2 blocks that way, 2 blocks that way, and that way. So to get a full 25, you got to set it up, like this in a 5x5 grid. So we're going to get one more over here. And then we will have a complete set of 25 diamond sieves. And this is cool. This is great because I can sit here and process a whole bunch. And then I put in an advanced item collector here from Item Collectors. And I got that on top of a sophisticated storage barrel. And I went ahead and put the compacting upgrade in there. So now as the ore chunks come in, when they get to 4, they automatically convert to the ore size. And then they stay here. Now, this is the filter that you can set up for it. And I said, hey, block doing the glowstone, kivi, lapis, and amethyst. And there's probably some other ones here that I'm missing. But these specifically, if they get converted into the block form, like this, I haven't found a way of getting it back. And so I don't want to have all my lapis, converted over. Look at that. There's 34 lapis block bricks right there, because the 2x2, which is what this upgrade is for, the 2x2 of lapis turns it into a lapis brick. If it was the 3x3, it would turn into a lapis block, and we'd be okay. Anything here? No, doesn't look like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and sleep anyways. Bring about the daylight. There we go. And that'll stop the rain too, probably. Maybe. Yep, it's done. Cool. So yeah, I can sit here and I can just process stacks upon stacks upon stacks of, the items, the gravel, the sand, the dust. And this automatically collects it and puts it into here and converts it for me. So now it's just a simple matter of, grabbing out a stack of iron and squeezing it if I want. Or doing the squeezing and then using the hammer, whichever one I want, and then process it. Or, like I said, I think I'm getting to the point where resources aren't going to be that big of a problem. And so I might forego actually trying to double these using, this method. I might find another method to automagic it. But for right now, I'm thinking, I could just grab a stack, throw it in there, and let it go. So also with having that in there, I've been able to move everything out of here. So I've got this looking a little more manageable, and take a look-see there. Yep, a full stack, almost a stack and a half of diamonds, 2 stacks and a bit of emeralds. So doing really good. And I kitted myself entirely out with additional diamond pieces. So we've got the compressed diamond hammer. So this, is faster. I've got the single one. Plus, we also got the diamond stick, which is a max of 128 blocks to recreate, Pretty good, right? And I can hit shift on it, and we can see, we've got all these different things that we can set up as far as the options go. Now, here's the thing I didn't know about, and I'm sure there's probably some people, I'm recording this before the first episode has gone out. So everything that you say in the comments prior to this point, I have no idea. Okay. So just keep that in mind. But you can take and you can repair these. And I did not realize that you can repair them. So, this thing was getting bad, and I was, throwing it out and making it a new one. And then I happened to notice when I was doing a stack of these to make this thing that I had one that was partially used. When I put it in there, it popped up over there and it said, oh, you can repair it. And I thought, okay, combine two of them with the same, that'll repair it. Well, I had another instance where I had a stone one, and it was up here in inventory, and I didn't have a whole lot of inventory space. And so I grabbed some stone and I set it up here in the window next to it. And lo and behold, it showed it at 100% repaired. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. So yeah, I went back and I tested a couple of these with iron, and sure enough, you could repair them. So you don't have to keep making them over and over. You can just repair them. And you can save a little bit of durability. You can save a little bit of material, but I don't think it's all that great. Because really, if you think about it, the really thing you're going to be saving is sticks, and sticks don't cost you anything. But anyways, they are repairable. That's cool. All right, what are we going to do in today's episode? Let's take a peek-see here. So we have finished chapter 1, pretty much. We still got to get the netherite mesh, and there's, a couple of items here that need to be done. So we're not entirely 100% done with it, but, close enough. So I think today, I did it the wrong way. I think today we're going to go ahead and we're going to work on automating resource collection. So we're going to turn this into an automagic station. Cool. By using the Ex Machinis, the what do you call it? Flux sieve and the flux hammer. To do that, of course, we're going to need power, and we're going to need to probably do additional lava production. So we may even get into a little bit of power today, if we get that far. But I think really this probably right here will probably be enough to get us through. Cool. All right. This is not in any particular sequence as far as, we need to do this first or this first. But we do need to get through all of this in one way, shape, or form. Oh, and let me show this too. So, I had this barrel, and it rained. That's not good. I need to get that water out of there. It rained, right? And with that rain, we got, I'm sorry. Start that again. When I was doing this the other day, when we were in our last episode, so that I could automate the movement of glowstone in here, and we were making them in two. Well, I realized I needed some obsidian for making the advanced item collectors, and it's just the advanced, just the item collector. So what I did is I went ahead and added a water block on top of this one. So now every time this fills up with lava, it turns it into obsidian. So now we've got automated obsidian, and we've got automated endstone coming in here. As long as I keep this full, it will do that. Cool. And this thing is still chugging along. See, we've got, let's go back around over here. We've got 161 more. And so I'm getting tired of doing this, right? This is silly having to do this, put it over here every single time. So what I'd like to do is automate that by putting another cobble gen over here and hooked up into this. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to end up making all of this over here and have it all automated. Cool. All right, let's get started. All that to say, let's get started. All right, so I think first thing we're going to do is we're going to break this for a moment. We want to make sure that no more lava comes in, because we need to gather the lava up. So let's grab let's grab that. Cool. And we're going to come over here and go click, just like that. Okay. So now no more lava is going to be going into this setup right here. Okay. And while we've got this down, let's go ahead and click this off. Here we go. And I'm going to no, I don't have a bucket. Let's get a bucket. Or actually, you know what I can do? I don't need to make a bucket. I can just do that. And we'll grab that. Cool. And where did that torch go? Oh, I got a magnet too, don't I? I forgot about that. I got a magnet. Cool. I was gonna say, where'd the torch go? Oh yeah, I have a magnet. That's cool. All right, let's get rid of all this. Cool, cool. And we're gonna get rid of this too. Excellent. All right, I need to probably get rid of all this. Yeah, we're just gonna tear all this down. But I don't want to lose that lava. So can I take a small amount? I cannot. Okay, no worries. Watch this. We'll put that there. We'll put that there. And we will do that. Cool. 1 bucket of lava. Grab you. We'll put you in there so I don't accidentally click you someplace again. Let's go ahead and make a few more buckets. All right. And we have 85 mil buckets of lava there. I'm okay with losing that. Cool, cool. All right. We need to get rid of the crucibles. They're going to fill up with lava also. So to prevent that from happening, let's do the same thing here. Let's just break this connection. Cool. And we're going to take this off here as well. And while that's going, let's go ahead and do a calculation here of what all we're going to need. I would like to maybe, let's go ahead and go ahead and get some more stone going. Okay. And I've got some regular stone over here. I do. There's some more glass. We're going to need that. Throw that up there as well. And what did I do with the singularity tank? Put you right there. And I think I can do this. Yes. Cool, cool, and cool. Yo, yes. Perfect. I was going to say I'm going to need lots of buckets, but now I don't. So what am I thinking? I'm thinking let's go ahead and make some decorative stone here. And let's take a look at the chisel. What do we need for the chisel? All right, it has to be, that one doesn't. There we go. I was gonna say, I thought there was one that didn't have to be iron or didn't have to be steel. Put you back in there. Chisel. Oop, wrong spot. There we go. Let's take a look here. So I'm gonna throw this in and see if we can find us a good looking stone. I like the chaotic stone. Braid stone's kind of cool too. You know what? Let's go with the chaotic. I like that. And if I recall, I can just go this way. I don't have to cook it, right? Or I mean, I have to cook it, but I don't have to, yeah. I don't have to form it first. Cool. All right, I got the chaotic stone. I think that's going to look pretty good. Let's start this process over here, shall we? So we're going to want, for sure, like we're going to have our lava production going on right here. So that's where lava is going to reside at, is in that area. Just drop you right there. And that's the lava that's going to melt the stone, right? This stuff right here. Cool. We got that. Okay. And we're going to need to need a stone back here behind, just temporarily, like that. Cool. Now we've got 3 of these. We're going to need 2 more. And I think I have, yeah, I got a pretty good amount. Throw you in there, get you cooking up. And let's see, how close are we to being done? These are all done. All right, I'm going to use one of the buckets here, and I'm going to use that to get our source block of lava out of there. We'll put it into there. And now we can destroy all this. Cool. All right, I'm going to put the lava singularity block right there on top. Okay. And what I want to do then is we're going to feed all of the lava that's coming out, and it's going to feed into this thing right here. Yeah. So we'll need these. And are these done? They are. Perfect. All right. For now, we're just going to put 1 bucket of lava right underneath them all. I guess it's a 3x all the way down across, right? Eventually, I think there's other sources of heat that we can put in there that'll make them melt a little faster. But for now, that'll work. So now I can get rid of this, and yes, cool. Yeah, you don't want to use, you don't want to do that if you got your whole base made out of cobblestone. So that's why I wanted to, I'm going to start converting this over to different stones, stuff that, we won't be using for anything else. All right, we got that done. Now let's make us a another, let's grab a bucket of lava. We're going to make another cobble gen. All right, so just glass and then those. Now, I do want to make this up to be iron. So we're going to need that, and we're going to need that. And our glass, there's the first one. Let's grab 2 more buckets of lava and 2 more buckets of water. And now we can make that one, and we can make that one. Cool. Hey, look at that. We got a quest. Okay, so how are we going to set this thing up? That's going to be the tricky part, right? Because we got to have an area here, right, where we can put in the lava and the water. And so I think we can put in water right there. We've already got cobblestone underneath this thing, so that's not going to be a problem. So let's take that out and put that in. Cool. And then we can put water on that side. Let's put lava on the back side right there. And we'll put water on this side over here. Wrong one. Right there. Cool. Is that working? It's working. Go ahead and fill this thing up here. Excellent. Now, do we need to... Yes, I think we do. I was going to say, do we need to store and collect cobble here? And, you know, I think we do. I think we do. Let's use this one here, and we're going to put that right there. Cool. And now we got to put the pipes out, put the pipes there all the way across. And then where is the pipe wrench? Shift, boom. Hey, there we go. Super sweet. Now, do we have the... I do. All right, if I've done this correctly, I should now be able to go boom, 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 boom. And then we will shift, 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 shift. Hey, it's working. Up to 5 buckets of lava already. Yeah, it's not moving very, very fast. I'm not happy with that, but it's going. Cool. All right, so we've got our lava gen set up here. We can get rid of all this now. Is there any other way of making lava? Let's see. Lava. I want to... So netherrack. Cooking netherrack will produce more lava. It's more efficient. Okay, that's good to know. Laser drill can bring up lava. An extractor. Ooh, I do like the extractors. So use a dripstone block. Lava underneath that. A dripstone block. Extractor there. Oh, that might be 0.5 seconds per 5 millibuckets. All right, so the Zycraft extractors, I know I'm going to be using them for a lot of different stuff. The other thing I wanted to look at was heat source. It does not give... Let's check it from here. So the crucible, here's the heat sources for the crucible. So lava is a 3x. Superior heating element is the 60x. Yeah, that's probably going to be the one we want to get. Is that the best? 60x seems to be the best. All right, and I know uranium is something that we can make this out of, but I don't think we can have access to uranium yet. We could. We got to get it from Deep Slate. Okay. Stuff on the horizon. For now, though, I know we can make some steel. Is it... Thinking about this, I think that hammer that we originally used the... what's it called? The ore crushing hammer. It said something about being able to use it for making steel. Yes, that is correct. Okay, so let's do that really quick. So the supercharged heating source, right, for the crucible. This thing here, it needs a steel casing. Oh, an osmium. Can we make osmium yet? Yeah, we should have some osmium. Let's check a look here. Osmium, right there. Get some osmium going. All right, we can do this. Let's get, we've got the copper here. We're gonna need some more copper. Since we've got more iron, oh, hey, there you are. Since we've got more iron than we do copper, let's go ahead and make this out of, make it out of iron. We'll do 8. There we go. And sleep through the night. All right, so that gives us 2 of the superheating elements. So we got 2 of those set up in here now, so that's cool. And then we've got the singularity tank is now nice and full of lava, and we've got this thing entirely full of lava too. So all the lava's coming in. We've got the heating, this power coming over to here. I think the next thing we need to work on is going to be putting together the flux hammer. So let's, we're going to need a lot of iron for that. I don't see a whole lot in there. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to go ahead. I'm going to take the opportunity to do this. See if I can get like all that I've got available here. I'm going to try to turn it over and expand it. Okay. So I'll be back. All right. Iron is cooking. And whilst it is doing that, let's grab another furnace here and grab me that clay. I don't know where to put this at. How about right there for now? That'll work. I just need 1 piece. We're going to make the sink. So we need 5 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to need 1 bucket of water. There we go. And we got the 3 ingots. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. All right. We're going to let that, we're going to make that. We're going to need some more of these pipes. Let's grab a little bit of redstone. 3 will do it. And let's see how much iron do we have available. Yeah, we're moving along. Cool. And what else do we need for that? We're going to need 2 empty buckets. And I've got 3. Cool. I got enough. Let's get that made. Cool. If this is done, it is. Get the sink made. There's an infinite water source now. Cool. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. All right. That water source is going to be handy for some other stuff that we're going to be producing in and amongst this area. So we're going to have quite a bit of stuff kind of going on here. And if you'll remember from my All the Mods 9 series, I made that huge factory floor. I'm going to do that again, and we're going to start it like right off the bat. But for now, you know, when I say we're going to get it right off the bat, it's as soon as I have the ability to fly. That's what's going to be the holdup on that. Once I get the ability to fly, then we're going to get that set up. But for now, what we're going to do is let's work this area right about there. Okay. So there's my infinite water source. And then we'll run the pipes out along this way to everything that we need pipes to run out to. Awesome. Okay. That's good there. We need to get the flux hammer going. Let's see if we've got everything we need for that now. Should be pretty close. That's the sieve. I don't want the sieve yet. I want the hammer. So let's make some glass panes. Gonna need 2 iron blocks. Do I have any wood on me? I don't have any wood. Do I have any chest? No chest. Let's make a bunch of chest. And hey, our first flux hammer. Sweet. All right, I got to remember how this thing works. I know it's got to receive power. So that's a given. Power's got to go into it. We got power source right here. And if I recall, usually the way I have this set up is right. And I'm going to put that right there. All right. I think there's a hammer that I need for this mod also, right? Ex Machinis Shino. Let me think about this. I thought it was, is it just any hammer? Let's test it. Yeah, see there, it shows it in the blue there. So if I hold shift and I click there, that now becomes the output, if I recall. And I'm going to do that one right there. I want that to be the output. So should be able to just do this now. We'll turn this one off and it's getting cobblestone. Cool. It is working, getting cobblestone. Okay, but it won't function because, you know, it doesn't have any power coming to it. But what this is going to do, it's going to turn that into gravel. That's cool. All right, step 1. Now let's take a look at what we need for the sieve. That, 2 more iron blocks, another hopper, and we need a little more wood. 1 of those, and we'll just take 2 of those. And there's the flux sieve. Excellent. Okay. And last thing I want to do, let's make another one of these chests. I'll need 4 more pieces of wood. Not a drawer. Not a drawer. I want a barrel. Yeah. Thinking about this, I want a barrel. And I'm going to need that. 2 of those. And then to make it a sophisticated storage barrel, do that. And then we want another compacting upgrade. Get that made. So for that, we're going to need 4, quite a bit of iron. Thank you. We'll put the osmium back into here. We don't need that right now. Cool. And going to need some redstone. Grab a stack. And let's grab some more wood. Nice. And let's see if we can get this. Oh, I think, you know what? I think I've got a couple of pistons, don't I? Thought I made some extra pistons. I don't see them. Nope. Okay. Forgot to make the stone. There's the upgrade. All right, I'm going to drop this in right there. And I'm going to put this in right like that. Now, for this thing to work, we're going to have to add power to it. And we're going to need to put in a mesh. And I don't know about you, but I think I would much rather have a diamond mesh going on in there than just a regular string one. So let's put a diamond mesh in it. That'll be, we got to go to flint first. Flint, iron, gold, and diamond. That part done. Do we need to set the, well, no, because it's not going to get anything in there yet because it's not processing anything here because there's no power coming to it. So let's get power going. For that, we're going to use pipes again and pipes. And we want the energy pipes. Cool. Now, can I take power off the front? We're going to find out. It would appear we can. Yep, it's using. This is performing operations. Hey, look there, we're getting output. Very slow, but we're getting output. Look at that. All right, let's put the upgrade into there. And we're going to block that for sure. And we're going to block the kivy. And we'll check anything else that comes, that pops up in through here that we might need to block up. Hey, there's our first piece of iron. So we already got 2 diamonds and our first piece of iron off of there. Awesome blossom. Let's go back and we clear this stuff off now. And we'll do the rest of these here in just a minute. But I'm thinking as far as storage goes, like I said, I don't want to put too much into this area. Oh, that's going to be blocked there. Cool. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I don't want to put too much into this area here. But I think it would be better to have our storage system set up like this than it would be to, you know, have it all scattered out in different chests like what we have here. But that's a lot of variety we got to come up with. So we'll grow it as we go along. I'm not going to put too much effort into it right now. We'll just grow that as we go along. Let's go ahead and get this kind of area reset. Do I still have those? I don't. All right, let's get our 2 stone barrels back. And we'll put one right there. Do I want to do this here? You know, I may need to think about this a little bit more. I mean, it makes sense to have it, you know, like right here to dump the fluid into there. I mean, that makes sense. Or even, you know, attach it on the back end of that. But I'd like to leave this open so it can expand if we need to add more power, you know, out across here. We can do that. What to do? All right, let me think. I'll have to ponder that for a moment. What we're going to do, you know, as far as how we're going to do it across that way. But we've got this area still to take care of. Got our extra bucket of lava. We store that, or are we full? Yeah, we're full. Hey, nice. Keep a little extra lava there. No worries. Yeah, so we've got a pretty good spot, actually. Come to think of it. So we've got our first little bit of automation going here. And this is actually kicking out to resources here. So we don't have to do anything with this, right? We can actually just let this just go. Probably need to upgrade this to the next size up. So let's take a look at the sophisticated storage upgrade. All right, that's pretty simple. we've actually got everything we need to do that. So let's go ahead and make a few redstone torches. We'll need some for other stuff. And then we can just do that and that. And then I'm sure it's probably shift and click. Yay, there we go. All right, so that's expanded that one. What do we need to do for the next tier up? Same thing, but gold. All right, let's go ahead and see if we can get, if we've got enough gold. We can get enough gold together. Let's take a look here. I got 12 gold on me. Yeah, I'm just going to throw this in here. Let's do that. And I just noticed something. I don't think that thing was compressing, was it? It is not compressing. There it goes. Now it's working. All right, that thing is now working. So we've got a gold one here already. I'm going to upgrade this one to diamond. And we're going to upgrade that one over there to diamond as well. So to do the gold, we're going to need to make 3 total upgrades, right? So that'll be the 1 to gold. And then we'll need 2 of these going to diamond. Cool. Let's do this one. Hey, that gives us a lot more space there. And let's go do this one over here. We're going to upgrade this one twice and make it nice large size also. And boom. Sweet. That's going. Now we also have extra compacting spaces here. So we could put other filters in here like the stack upgrades. Ooh, the stack upgrades multiplies the number of stacks it can fit in a slot by 2. So if it stopped at 64, now it's stopped at 128. That's pretty simple. I think that'd be a good idea too. Let's go do that. We're going to need 2 of these and we'll do 2 of those. Now, do I have enough to go up to the next tier up be copper? I don't think I got enough copper at the moment. I might at least get 1, right? See if we can get at least 1 done. So we'll need 2 copper blocks. There we go. That'll give us 1 stack upgrade anyway. So I just threw that one on there. So we can pop that open now. We've got 2 different stack upgrades. This is the single stack one. So I can hit that button and now look at there, 128 stacking into 1 spot. I like that. All right. And then this one we'll put the double stack upgrade because this is going to be running all the time. We'll throw that in there. Cool. And in fact, we could probably go ahead and move everything that's over here in this one. Clear this inventory out here. We'll probably move a lot of what we have here and compress it over there. I wonder. All right. Inventory. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, magnet. There we go. So we just combined everything that was in the other one over into here. And I think if I put that stack upgrade in there also, do I have anything that is over the stack size? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, it looks like we're all good. So that's cool. Now we've got that one emptied up over to here. I can try to figure out what happened to that other one. Did I put it over here? Oh, I did. Get out of there and get out of there. And we'll just go ahead and leave this one over here with our stack upgrades in it. And it maintained the memory. Cool. All right. So now that's good. Now we can come through anytime we want. If we want to process our own ores, we can do that all right through here. Collect the outputs automatically there. This is going to be going all the time that the server is running. This will be running and building up resources over here for me. All right. I think that's pretty good. What I would like to do now, let's go through and take a look at our other quest. We'll gather that one up. And under tips and tricks, we did get our magnet. So we can get a common reward, a fox spawn egg. That's cool. And then we also got functional storage. What is that? Steak. Cool. And we made our sink. So we can take that and take that. Cool. What else we got on the bounty board? We have been killing a lot of creepers, and we've killed the trader. Sword of the Alfred. Random reward. What do we get? Ooh, not sure if that was all part of it or not, but there we go. Got that, got that. I'm going to pin this on the side. I'm getting tired of that. Food and farming. Oh, man, we got a lot of stuff here. So is there a way that we can just collect all the rewards? There is. Oh, there we go. We got them all. Yeah, we're going to go over here. We'll put some of this stuff away. So we got our fox spawn egg. That's cool. We'll throw that up there. Sugar. Where did all that stuff go? Oh, you know what? It all went into here. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, look at that. We got a couple upgrades here. So we actually got the gold upgrade there. That's cool. We've got a couple of the base upgrades. That's awesome. And we've got a Fortune 2 and an Unbreaking and the Mystical Agriculture book. Yeah, I'm excited to get into Mystical Agriculture. That is something that I like to do because I can target my resources instead of just doing the sieving. Sieving is good, but, you know, Mystical Agriculture, so much better. But we'll be getting into that here pretty soon. I think probably next episode, if I was going to say something at this moment, I'd say Power. Power will probably be the next thing we'll get into. All right. Hey, folks, thanks for spending time with me. This is Shino, and we will see you in the next video. Take care.